Hello, Patriots. Good morning, good afternoon, good day from me, Kayli Thompson, and from all of us here at Primetime Patriots. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to give everybody a chance to hop on because I am starting today's show with a joke, and it is good. I came up with it myself. I'm pretty proud, you guys. I'm pretty proud. I know you guys are ready for this. I might only be hilarious to myself, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Hello, Maine, Ohio. Hi, Becky. Good afternoon. Indiana, North Dakota. Hi, Christy. Hashtag strength in numbers. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. Hey, if you guys could take 2 seconds and share this video, please, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's try to get the viewership up. Take 2 seconds, share this video, give me some hearts and likes. I can't see this from where I'm sitting, but I know that you guys will do it. So please do that so that we can get this information out there. I'm bringing you guys latest breaking news, as well as some things about Joe Biden that most of you probably don't know. Mainstream media is not going to cover it because they want to make him seem like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So please share this video. That's the one thing you can do. I don't ask for much. Just share this video for me, please. Thank you. Denver, Colorado. Thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know you're excited about this joke. Love from Ohio. Awesome. Make America think again. Yes. Amen. All right, guys, you ready? All right, so let's put, give me a heart in the comments if you guys are ready for this joke. Give me some hearts. Let me see. I'm a little bit behind you guys, so when I start to see them, I'm gonna start with the joke because it's good. At least I think it's good. I hope you guys agree. I hope you guys laugh because I worked hard on this. There we go. There's the hearts. All right, here we go. Are we ready? Now pace yourselves. Make sure you're sitting down because this is good. All right? Here it is. Why is the circus having such a hard time keeping the most qualified clowns? Anybody? Why is the circus having such a hard time keeping the most qualified clowns? Because the Democrat Congress pays more. It's official, you guys. I'm quitting my day job. Okay? I'm going to write a book of jokes because I'm hilarious. They're all in politics. Yeah, you guys got it. You already knew the answer. You guys already knew the answer. It's unfortunate. It's so sad that you already knew the answer, right? Isn't that a problem? I feel like that's a problem. That's why we gotta make America think again. Oh, I love you guys. You're so funny. It is a good one. Use that. It's not like trademarked or anything. You guys are. I'll let you use it. It's fine. I won't be offended at all. It's okay. All right. All right. Now that we got the funny out of the way, let's start talking about some news. So first and foremost, I just got this. So the way that Primetime Patriots works is we've got a lot of moderators. We've got a lot of people on our team. They help us because it's a lot for 3 people to handle. So we've got a lot of amazing moderators, amazing people that give up their time and help us. So a big shout out to them right now because I don't do that enough. Thank you guys all for helping us. But I just got this story here. It says Pine Bluff police have a suspect in custody after a shooting at Watson Chapel Junior High. They confirmed a shooting on Monday morning, and they're saying that a male suspect is currently in custody. His age is unknown at this time. There was a juvenile victim, and he is alive but in serious condition. Investigators are saying that the shooting happened inside the junior high school. The school district was supposed to return to a full day of instruction beginning today. School district officials are also confirming that this is an isolated incident and all campuses are currently on lockdown. The parent of the student shot has been notified and all children are secure at the school, with police currently not allowing anyone in or out of the building so that they have time to investigate. Jefferson County Sheriff's Department and Pine Bluff Police are currently on the scene, like I just said. And obviously this is a developing story, so we will keep you guys up to date with what's going on with this story. Secondly, Governor Cuomo claims that his creepy comments to women in his office intended to be good-natured and were misinterpreted as unwanted flirtation. That's his justification. They were intended to be good-natured, but they were interpreted wrong. So, definitely not his fault, you know. All right. Texas Attorney General's election fraud unit on February 11th arrested Medina County Justice of the Peace, Thomas Ramirez, and earlier detained Leonor Rivas Garza, Eva Ann Martinez, and Mary Balderrama on election fraud allegations. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's office said the case involved allegations of vote harvesting at assisted living centers in Medina County in the 2018 Medina County primary election. Violent protesters descended on Portland late Saturday, an almost weekly occurrence now. This time they're rioting over Joe Biden's administration reopening a controversial migrant center designed to house minors who illegally entered the United States without their parents. You guys, the double standard of the mainstream media is hilarious when it comes to the rioting that's happening with Antifa in Oregon, because they're not talking about it. Okay, so if it was a bunch of conservatives, first of all, we wouldn't do that because that's just not what we do. But secondly, if it was, they would be all over the news with everything that's happening. How many? I don't watch mainstream media. Maybe it's on there. I don't know. But I somehow doubt that they're talking about Portland being overrun with violent protesters on a daily. Joe Biden is reportedly attempting to sniff out. That's funny that they said it that way. Anyways, I digress. Federal bureaucrats installed by and loyal to Donald Trump to purge the federal government of Trump supporters. An Associated Press journalist has been detained by police while covering protests against the military coup in Myanmar. I don't know how to say his name, so I'm just going to say he was taken into custody with a number of others on Saturday in Yangon, the country's largest city. Berkeley Teachers Union President Matt Mayer was seen dropping his daughter off at a private school after calling in-person learning unsafe and blocking the reopening of public schools. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that, you guys. But it does, because I've got good stuff for you today, okay? That was part of my spiel, but now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, because the mainstream media definitely isn't covering Joe Biden. Well, they're covering up for him. They're not talking about anything pertaining to him, the things that he's done, and so forth. So let's talk here. I titled this Facts About Joe Biden That Have Been Fact-Checked, but you aren't hearing about them. So I'm gonna give them to you. Joe Biden has plagiarized 3 times that we know about that have been verified. So he wrote a law school paper where he took 5 pages of a law review article in a 15-page paper, copy-pasted into his 15-page paper, without quotation or citation. And then he wrote a letter to Syracuse University College of Law begging them not to kick him out. He stated, in quotations, "I was wrong, but I was not malevolent in any way," end quotations. Malevolent in political terms means not evil or evil-spirited. Even after retaking the class, he still graduated in 1968 at Syracuse University of Law, ranked 76th in a class of 85. Second, he plagiarized a Neil Kinnock is the Labour Party leader in Britain, or was at the time, speech during his run for president in 1987-88. When it was called out, he dropped out of the presidential race. The funny thing about that is, I've got his speech right here, and I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to play his justification for why he's dropping out of the presidential race. Take a listen.
Hello, everybody. Delightful to see you all here. You know my wife, Jill. I'm going to make a brief statement. John Martillo of my staff will stay behind and answer any questions you have, and I'm going to go off and conduct the hearing. Would you close this door, please? 3.5 months ago, I announced my candidacy for President of the United States. At that time, I did so because I believed, as I still believe now, that for 200 years, the persistent idea of our country that has characterized the journey of this nation has been that each generation has left behind a country a little bit better than the country that it inherited. I believed that then, and I believe that now. And I believed I could, and I still believe I will. Could, and I still believe I will make a difference in fulfilling that legacy. I know from campaigning as sick as I about the people of my age and what they're capable of and those who are younger. I know that some cynics believe that people my age and those younger are short-sighted and selfish. Some are convinced that we no longer have that spark of idealism and compassion and conviction that marked the America of our youth. But I believe that that compassion, that idealism still exists. Not to mention the commitment that I think that my generation and the younger generation have to their children. And quite frankly, in my zeal to rekindle that idealism, but now the exaggerated shadow of those mistakes has begun to obscure the essence of my candidacy and the essence of Joe Biden. And folks, I see my good friend Fritz Hollings over there. I've been here long enough to know that when the tide starts to roll, when things start to move, when things like this begin to happen, it requires all of one's time. It requires all of one's time, energy, and concentration to put it back on track. And it would require all the weeks ahead. And then who knows? Maybe.
That's enough of that. The reason why I played that is in all this is a 23-minute speech. He does not address the reason why he's dropping out. Okay, he doesn't even address it. But that's why, is because somebody called out the fact that he plagiarized his speech. And so instead of, owning up to it, he's like, well, I'll just drop out of the presidential race. He says he's trying to make the Senate better. You know how it goes. Blake is sending me updates, but I'll get to that in a second. And number 3, months before the Kinnock deal, a Reagan staffer recognized parts of a speech Biden gave to California Democrats as lifted from a speech Robert Kennedy gave. Biden aides said that they had forgotten to write attribution to Kennedy lines into his speech, so they took the fall for it. Bottom line here, you guys, they're doing the same thing right now. For some reason, well, we all know the reason. Let's not get into that. They're propping him up. They're making it okay that this is your president right now. And by this, I'm going to show you in just a second, once I figure out how to do this, I'm going to show you the Joe Biden of today. And this is just one compilation. There are many, but this proves our point well enough. Let's listen.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Among many qualified people, I'm the best qualified person for this job.
I'm beginning to see why your wife left you.
Why attack Sanders?
Why? You're getting nervous, man.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it.
You know, the rapidly rising I don't know.
I just spoke at Dartmouth on healthcare at the medical school, or not. I guess I wasn't actually on the campus, but the people from the medical school were at the. I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts. I'm not sure whether it was a medical school or where the hell I spoke, but it was on the campus.
I propose, and I'm going to digress slightly. We're in a situation. The president asked me to head up a cancer moonshot in another country and annex a significant portion of it called Crimea. He's saying that it was my boss, it was his fault. Guatemala, El Salvador, and to go in and say in Honduras and say, look, I took on Putin in terms of Iraq. In terms of what was going on in Ukraine. By strengthening, by investing $100 billion in education, in global warming efforts. It's a whole range of things. We can't afford it by just eliminating, beginning to reward work as much as wealth. Get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. If you want to protect yourself, get a double barrel shotgun. Have the shells, a 12 gauge shotgun. Don't jump. They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. To say that LGBTQ people have no civil rights. No man has a right to raise a hand to a woman in anger. We have to just change the culture, period, and keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. It will be a big, no, I really mean it. And immediately change the law in the state of Delaware protecting transgender people. We have to eliminate the funding gap that exists between minority white and majority white and non-white districts. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Man, you're hard to keep up with.
You can say that. But after a good workout, gotta drink up.
All right.
Otherwise, we're gonna be in trouble with Jill and Michelle.
Just let Michelle know I did drink this, all right?
Same time next week?
Same time next week.
All right.
You got a real dilemma, Mr. President.
I can't go every day, can I?
Which you like better, these or these?
Joe, they're the same.
They capture different moods. I didn't get a chance to flash shift in a second. I was afraid I'd go through those guys. I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. Corruption. Trump was out there tweeting again this morning. I call him President Tweety. Well, Trump is pursuing a damaging and erratic trade war without any strategy, by the way. This guy is moving to foment hate. But President Trump and the demagogues around the world, but if Donald Trump is reelected, he doesn't want to shed light. He wants to generate heat, and he's stoking violence in our cities.
And they really expect me to believe that many Americans voted for that man. Yeah. We definitely need to share this video. It is very important. There are 3 others just like it that if I had more time on here, I would play them all, because you guys, seriously, not only racial comments, but he was inciting violence. I mean, it's all stuff, it's all overlooked. There's so many other, I'm sorry, Jimmy, I'm trying, man. I really am. There's so many other things. I could dive into Joe Biden's history in in politics, and you guys would be beside yourselves. Okay, I have a new update here I just got. Insurrection alert. ID for absentee ballots are now required in Georgia. Angry leftists react by storming the state capitol. I assume the FBI is conducting down raids, seizing all electronic devices of these terrorists. and holding them incommunicado with access to lawyers, right? So I have a video here. Let me see if I can pull this up so you guys can see it. Let me see if I can share it to my computer. Yeah, this is nice, you guys. Wow. Hang on one second. I'm airdropping. Once I pull it up, I'll share my screen so you guys can look. You can see it. Yeah, Joe Biden. What a winner, chicken dinner. All right, let me see if I can find this. I don't know where it saves to. Sorry, you guys, I'm usually a lot more prepared than this. I just, it was, all right, here we go. Let's watch this. All right, one second. Let me pull this up. Man, what is happening? I'm acting like Joe Biden right now. Get my stuff together. All right, hold on. I'm pulling it up right now. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm sorry. I'm usually a lot better. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this, but I'm sure going to try. So because you guys can't hear this, he's saying that they're in violation of section something, that they're not allowed to be there. They're telling him to get out. They're in their face. I know. I'm sorry you guys couldn't hear it, but hang on one second. Let me see if I can try something else. Sometimes I feel like things get messed up on purpose so that you guys can't see the truth. Kind of ticks me off, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, this was, for those of you who are asking, this was the, that was in Georgia. Angry leftists are reacting by storming the Capitol. That was the leftists storming the Capitol because they think that it's BS that voter identification needs to be a thing, which is what Georgia is saying. Voter identification needs to be a thing. So, anyways, you guys, before we go, I have to do it. We got to do one more because this is so good, you guys. This is so good. This is good stuff. You ready? It's good. You got to see it. I'll stay on the screen so you can see my reaction. So it's good. Here we go. Ready?
My physical as well as my mental fitness.
And I want to see these beautiful young ladies. I want to see them dancing when they're 4 years older, too. I'm looking forward to this, man. You walk behind me in a debate. Come here, man.
Why should people want to make a change, though?
Well, that's up to them to decide.
Why should they?
It's for them to decide.
Well, make your case.
I'm not going to.
We can't rebuild our economy and meet this climate crisis, exacerbating the need for environmental justice. Sorry, that's a bug. Speaking of the environment. We need to work again with Canada and Mexico as neighbors, not as adversaries. Donald Trump does pose an extra threat to this. It's not hypothetical. There's things that are worth dealing with China tough on. That makes it far more durable, reliable, and powerful. And partnerships built on coercion.
Because if you could take care, if you were a quartermaster, you can sure and hell take care of running a, department store thing, where in the second floor of the ladies' department or whatever, you know what I mean?
And what makes his wild claims and hopes He now hopes we don't notice what he said or won't remember. And when he does follow through or doesn't do when follow through, the exact opposite. 1.2 billion. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store and in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings out the carts on a forklift. What happened? The way China will respond is when we gather the rest of the world that in fact believes in open trade and making sure that we're in a position that the world that we deal with WHO the right way. That in fact that's when things began to change. I looked at it anyway. That's what I think my plan. I know what my plan does. I mean. No, but I mean, it's not about, I know you're supporting by saying booing, but look, here's the deal. And I had a nurse nurses at Walter Reed Hospital who would bend down and whisper in my ear. Wow. And go home and get me pillows. They would make sure they'd actually, probably nothing ever taught in, you can't do it in the COVID time, but they'd actually breathe in my nostrils to make me move, to get me moving. So you don't make somebody else sick. Sick. What's with this guy? Well, the only thing we can do about it is be prepared. We have a whole group of lawyers who are going out to every voter registration physician in the states, the secretaries of state, making sure that they, in fact, have a game plan as to how they're going to allow the voting to take place. But in the 2020 census, which is now 2 censuses ago, soon to be, estimated 200 million people have died, probably by the time I finish this talk. Unnecessarily, now we have over 120 million dead from COVID. That's why I've made it a priority my entire career to work closely with you. From the time I got to the Senate 180 years ago, as well as my tenure as vice president. In 1787, the United States Constitution. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Kingswood Community Center. Actually, that's the one down I used to work. It's a joke. You know where we were. Anyway, welcome to the nation's Constitution Center. I had the great privilege of being the guest leader of this outfit for a year. It's an appropriate place to make the speech I'm about to make. Great. God, love it. How are you? Hey, everyone. I'm Joe Biden's husband. But the truth is, she's the strongest person I know. She's a backbone like a ramrod. That's the kind of first lady this Jill Biden will be. God love you. I know you're trying to goad me, but I mean, I'm so forward looking to have an opportunity to sit with the president or stand with the president in debates. So I couldn't tell anybody but Barack. Don't have here in Miami, in Florida. You don't have it here. And that is if you keep.
Like, what? You guys. Look, I'm Joe Biden's husband. I've been in office for 180 years. Yes, sir. It very well seems as though you have. Yes, that is what all of us Americans elected to be our president. Unbelievable. It is sad. It's very sad. I laugh because it's quite hilarious, the things that come out of his mouth, but it is sad. It is sad. I'm taking bets on how long he's actually going to be in there. All right, guys. That's what I have for you today. Hopefully you guys got a laugh. I mean, it was pretty good researching old Joe. It was a fun time, not going to lie. I love you all. Please make sure. I want to give like a Joe Biden speech, but like I can't tangle my words enough. Like I'm trying, but I can't. Like I please YouTube, could you like yeah, that in the share and Like, that's the best I got. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on YouTube so that you guys are getting our latest breaking news. Please share this video. Share this video. We love you guys all so much. I hope you guys have a great day. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. God bless America. I'll see you guys tomorrow.